Welcome back to the Money Channel. I'm your host, Erin, and today I'm going to talk about ticker symbol BABA, Alibaba. So please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. You must do your own due diligence. With that said, I'm going to continue to talk about Alibaba. Okay, guys, I cannot make this up. I literally made about $2,000 in Alibaba between September 9th through September 11th and tagging on an additional extra day of I think it was September 13th, something like that, okay? So, literally if we count like business days, it was literally about 5 business days. Okay, so it went over into the weekend, and I just kept gaining more profit. So I think it was September 9th, I gained like $400, $409 to be exact. Then September 10th, I gained $800. Then on September 11th, I believe I gained like another $400 or $200, something crazy, guys. Okay. And then it was like weekend time. I think maybe Sunday, between Sunday night and Monday night, I was trading and I gained the last set of I think $200 to $400. Okay. So again, I don't try to gatekeep. I try to be very direct and honest about what I've been doing. So I have literally all my trades open. And then I literally have Alibaba right here. And it says year to date, $2,223.69 that I made from Alibaba. Okay. I know that I am exhausting the trade. So I am back in just to see what I can make as my last profit. So I believe I can possibly make maybe $150, max 200, and that's it. I pretty much will have exhausted the trade. So for example, yesterday I would have made $100, maybe $150 in Alibaba, but I was trying to get to 200, then it sank back down. Then that was it. It was time for me to go to sleep, guys. I have been trading in the Asian markets in Asian time lately. So my body is just beyond exhausted, guys. I'm still going to my W-2 job. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I do yoga. I drink coffee. I leave my house around I would say 7:10 ish, something like that. So I do go into pre-market time, look at the trade, see if I have to adjust it or whatever. But when I come home, the stock market is either closed or about to close, and then I'm in after hours. And then when after hours closes at 8 o'clock, some stocks, not a lot of stocks, but some stocks can trade on the overnight. Okay, so Alibaba, or ticker symbol BABA, is one of those stocks that trade overnight. And so because of that, I've been staying up later to make more profit, or to see what I can make. And that's what's really been causing me to make the profit. So I will stay up between 9:30 to 11 o'clock, and I've made profit within that time. And then I will sell it. Then I've noticed a pattern where it will sink back down to a much lower level, as in the level the night before or the day before in US time. So I've noticed a pattern where it tends to go up in Asian market time frame or time, and or Asian, yeah, trading time, I would say, and then it goes back down during the US time. So but again, the trade is pretty much almost exhausted. Okay, now it's pretty much you can just possibly hold it to see if it'll go to 182, 183, and that's it. I believe some analysts, from what I've seen, some analysts said, okay, it can go to 190, so it's valuated at 190 as a price target. So that is now sketchy for me, being that we have just received a lot of economic data, okay? And so, since we just received a lot of economic data yesterday, between yesterday and today, it's going to make trading a lot harder, especially if you're trying to trade Alibaba, because pretty much with the economic data, it's more like, okay, inflation is still high, the jobless unemployment rate, um, it's all of this coming into play. Powell stating that, yeah, inflation is still up, you know, because of tariffs and whatnot. So it's not looking good. And then now, as of today, Trump wants to put tariffs on pharma or pharmaceutical companies, and goods that are dealing with the home market, like home, pretty much home goods, okay? So, like home appliances. And you have to keep in mind that Americans on average don't make appliances. Usually it's like Asian countries. So like Korea, South Korea, um, you know, China, Singapore, Japan. Like these countries tend to make Asian appliances, sorry, home appliances. So now that's going to be very problematic. So they want to, Trump wants to put tariffs on home appliances plus pretty much, like I said, pharmaceutical things and things dealing with like the bathroom. So that's going to be another uptick. Okay. So, like I said, it's kind of getting a bit dicey now to continue trading in Alibaba because of this. And then now, the Asian market is live right now. It is currently 9:26 Thursday night, September 25th, 2025. So, pretty much it's because we're in Asian time now and they're live and it's trading. Japan just got their numbers as well. And Japan's inflation has upticked. So it's not looking good. Their market is down, their economy is down right now as of today. This is today's data that they just received. And then Thailand reported that the typical household cannot absorb more debt. So keep in mind that Thai baht currency is like, you pretty much you get more US dollars worth out of the Thai baht. And so they're saying that on average consumers have about $22 in household debt. So that's a problem in their currency because they're not like our currency, guys. So they can't withstand that. So it's a problem when it comes to household debts, consumers, how much you're spending, and of course, credit card debt. So Asian market is also not looking good. And then also, additionally, the Asian market is looking at Trump and the whole tariffs. Yesterday was the H-1B visa they were looking at. So China and I think it was Korea, but China more so, they were looking at the H-1B visas. So, and India, especially India, they were looking at the H-1B visas yesterday because, Trump is trying to put certain laws in place for the H-1B visa. So all these Asian countries are looking at it like, okay, so are we going to absorb more people or what's happening? So, and then China had a typhoon yesterday, so all the schools were shut down. Pretty much a lot of jobs had to shutter up, and a lot of people stayed home. So the stock market was open, but for whoever was available to trade, if they were not like, protecting themselves, shuttering up their businesses, and if they're not occupied with that. So the stock market was a bit hectic yesterday and the day before because of the typhoon. Okay, so I thought why Alibaba went up 2 days ago was one because of the typhoon and everybody stayed home, so they had nothing to do but trade, and two, Alibaba kept making more business deals. So they're like, okay, we're gonna do this deal with I don't know if it was Nvidia, but they were like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this other deal. So every time they were making, like, they've made like 2 to 3 deals already, so it just, the stock is just keeps going up. Okay, so that's what I've got for you right now, guys. But again, as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see it, guys. I may have to pause this and go closer to my screen to show you what's happening on my screen right now. So give me a moment. So that's what's been happening in the Asian market. As you see, the Asian market is down. As we pan to the Alibaba stock, so yesterday the Alibaba stock made a high of 180, almost 181 to be honest. And then today it's been really down, especially in the US market during US open hours. And then it's slowly upticking right now. And then I'm looking at IONQ at the current moment. So I'm actually in IONQ because it had been on the uptick within the past week. But again, with everything being down, it also declined. Most stocks have declined so far because of all the economic data, the news, the tariff news as well. So, and then, as I said, Alibaba, I cannot make this up. So, if we go over here, guys, Alibaba, and then we're gonna pan over here. Sorry, guys, I don't know if you can see that. So you see right here. So, I made 2,251. Guys, it's still gonna move because I'm actually currently back in Alibaba again. So, this time I bought less shares. So, but yeah, I made around $2,251 in Alibaba. So, that's what I've got for you. So, if we zoom out, this is what the screen, the whole entire screen looks like. So between my trades this year, IONQ, which I'm currently in, Alibaba, which I'm also currently in, and then I paused the Asian market news so I can focus on what I was doing. And then I will go ahead and resume it. So that's what I've got for you. And I actually bought this Asian katana sword, Japanese katana sword, with the profit I made from the stock market. So that's just one of the purchases, guys. It's just used as decoration. I really love the dragon on the handle. And then this is the sheath to it, guys. So the red dragon on it. And then I know you guys like to look at this part, the tip of the sword. So right here. So that's what I've got, guys. And I also end up buying a fireplace for my room to make it seem cozy. and as well as a waterfall. So that ways I can have some peace when I get home from work from my W-2 job. So, just like I said, trying to have a more cozy feel to my place. Since I do work hard, guys, I really work honestly about maybe anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day. Okay. So my W-2 job is hard because it's pretty much like noisy. There's a lot of things I gotta do, multitask, everything needs my dire attention, a lot of paperwork. And then with the stock market, because I'm in the Asian market, I have to stay up a lot later. So imagine, like, I can't even go to sleep. I'm always like pushing myself, no, don't sleep, you gotta stay up, you gotta stay up, like literally. About, I think it was Tuesday, in fact. So Tuesday I made money. Okay. Tuesday I made $289. Okay. So I didn't have to go to work on Tuesday, and I ended up staying up late. I made $289 in Alibaba. So I went back into Alibaba to exit Alibaba. So that's what I've been doing. And then now I'm in both IONQ as the ticker symbol and Alibaba, BABA. So between the two of them, I'm just curious to see when, like, what's the profit going to be when it's time to make profit. What do I mean? When it's time after the markets have decided, between the US market and Asian market, after they have decided um, what they're gonna do with this whole inflation and the sentiment, mostly the market sentiment, how it plays out. I may have to stay in the trade, so it's gonna most likely have to be a swing trade, because I was actually day trading. Okay, so with Alibaba, I was literally day trading. I was in, out, in, out. So I would go in, for example, like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, like 5:30 in the morning, okay, US time, maybe 5:40, sometimes 6 o'clock US time, okay. And then I would exit um, around, I would say 9:30 to 10 o'clock US time, okay, which is opening Asian time, okay. So certain countries come online first. India is one of the last to come online. So India comes, they pretty much, their market opens around 11 o'clock at night, guys, when I'm just like, I'm done, I'm exhausted, I can't. Okay. I don't remember who comes on first, if it's Singapore or Japan, but one of them come on first. So, and then I'm usually waiting for a Chinese market to open. Chinese market, I think, opens around like 9 p.m. So, I'm always waiting for the Chinese market to open. So, and like I said, I've been day trading because I've been just in and out the trades. So I will sell it around 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, and then I'll get back in the trade again around maybe 6 o'clock, 6:30. It's usually before 6:30, so I would say like 6 o'clock in the morning I would get back in the trade, or 5:30 in the morning I would get back in the trade. Then I would exit the trade maybe around 9 p.m. at night, or I may exit in the daytime. So I may exit, honestly, depending if it goes up in the US time, I may exit around 3 o'clock or 12 o'clock, around that time. And then I'll get back in again like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's like rinse, repeat, recycle, rinse, repeat, recycle. But it's getting harder to do that now, being that, like I said, with all the economic data. So now my trades are gonna have to be longer holds, okay? So I may have to hold it, honestly, for about, I'm guessing, 1 to 2 weeks, because of market sentiment right now, between market sentiment in the US and market sentiment in the Asian markets. They're both negative sentiments at the current moment. So it's going to have to be a longer hold than I anticipated. So that's what I've got for you guys. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back. Ciao, guys.